18th October, St. Luke's Day. Occupation: Doctor, Writer, Companion of Paul. Author of the Gospel of Luke in Greek during 58 to 60 AD and Acts of the Apostles in Greek between 63 and 70 AD or even later. Both the books are addressed to one and only person, Theophilus, means one who loves God, a learned high official at Rome who was a Christian, Acts 1:1 and Luke 1:1. Geographically, the book of Acts spans the lands between Jerusalem, where the church began, and Rome, the political center of the empire. The book of Acts joins what Jesus began to teach, Acts 1:1, as told in the Gospels, with what he continued to do and teach through apostles' preaching and the establishment of the church. Luke showed how the church penetrated the world of his day in ever widening circles, Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, the ends of the earth, until it reached Rome, the world's political and cultural center. The key verse of the Luke's Gospel is Luke chapter 19 verse 10. For the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. Physician and a fellow worker and companion of Paul at various times from Paul's second missionary journey, Acts 16:6-12, to his first imprisonment in Rome and a loyal friend. According to Colossians 4:14, Luke was a physician, and based on history of Christianity, we understand that Luke lived in a Hellenistic city of Antioch in ancient Syria, born of Greek family. Luke appears among the companions of Paul the Apostle, who sent their greetings in his letter to the people at Colossae. He had given medical care to Paul during Paul's imprisonment. The close connection between Paul and Luke is clearly understood from 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 11. Luke alone is with me. Get Mark and bring him with you, for he is very useful to me for ministry. Through his close contact with Paul and with other Christian leaders, and as consequence of his visit to Jerusalem and Caesarea, Luke had sufficient opportunities to gain first-hand knowledge about the life of Jesus and the history of the earliest Christian church. Acts 21 verse 17. In Acts 20:13-16, Luke shows his love for the sea by including an extravagant amount of detail about the journey. Paul, Luke, Timothy, and companions from all over Macedonia and modern-day Turkey leave Troas for Jerusalem. Most of them board a ship directly. Paul joins them down the road in Assos. Whether Luke was a Jew or Gentile or a Jewish Christian of the dispersion, it is clear from the quality of the Greek language used in Luke Acts that he was one of the most highly educated of the authors of the New Testament. His conscious and intentional allusions and references to and quotations of ancient classical and Hellenistic Greek authors indicate that he was familiar with actual Greek literary texts. This familiarity most likely derived from his experiences as a youth of the very homogeneous Hellenistic educational curriculum that had been and would continue to be used for centuries throughout the Eastern Mediterranean. According to church history, Luke served the Lord without the distractions of his family until he died at the age of 84 between 75 and 100 AD.